Chelsea will approach Paris Saint-Germain for Leandro Paredes. Leandro Paredes. Last season, he went on loan to Juventus. He's returned back to Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain want to sell him. He's among the tall list of midfielders Chelsea are looking at. Of course, the priority is MOISES CAICEDO, but looks like Brighton are still insisting on the £100 million. Yeah, so yesterday, Chelsea approached Brighton for MOISES CAICEDO. Of course, it was a verbal conversation. Chelsea mentioned £90 million. Brighton insisted on the £100 million. Hence, Chelsea's decision to look elsewhere. Let me list the type, in fact, the midfielders Chelsea are looking at. I've mentioned Kyler Adams to you before. He has a release clause of 25 million euros. Chelsea knows this very well. I've mentioned Romeo Lavia to you. Southampton are expecting 50 million. Edson Alvarez. Chelsea would have to go to Ajax to negotiate because at this stage, Ajax has not mentioned any transfer figure. And Amadou Onana, also of Everton, Chelsea are also considering him. And Leandro Paredes. But I'm told Chelsea this morning will approach Paris Saint-Germain for Leandro Paredes. Are you happy with the deal or not? Put in your comments. Of course, Chelsea's head coach Mauricio Pochettino worked with him at Paris Saint-Germain. So at this stage, Chelsea are still pushing. Chelsea have contacted DC Global. DC Global manages Leandro Paredes. In fact, they do manage Giovanni Lo Celso and Angelo Di Maria. So that was it with regards to that particular deal. Now, if Chelsea lets go Angelo Gabriel on a season loan, then they will take a decision to either bring Mikel Olise or Mohamed Kudus, any of these two players. Because Chelsea are still contemplating whether to keep Angelo Gabriel and forget the deal for Mohamed Kudus or Michael Olise, or let Angelo Gabriel go on a season loan and bring in one of these two players, or you maintain Angelo and bring in Mohamed Kudus or Michael Olise, meaning that Angelo Gabriel will not be having much playing time and it will affect his development. So Chelsea's decision, we are waiting. Next one, Juventus turned down Chelsea's offer for Dusan Vlahovic. It was a 20 million euros plus Lukaku. Juventus is still insisting that it is 40 million. Barcelona and Bernardo Silva and Joao Cancelo. This is the latest. Manchester City are convincing Bernardo Silva to stay. They rejected 2 offers from Paris Saint-Germain. Manchester City knows very well that Bernardo Silva's dream club is Barcelona. So they are trying to convince him to stay at least for 1 more year. But the problem is that Barcelona are also interested in Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva wants the move, but Barcelona's finances is the problem. Barcelona's finances is the problem. I told you that there were negotiations with Joao Cancelo and the deal was almost done. But the problem again is that if Barcelona signs him right now, it will be difficult for Barcelona to register him because of the wages of Joao Cancelo. So yesterday evening, one of the decisions was that, okay, let's pause the Joao Cancelo conversation and turn full attention on Bernardo Silva's conversation. But again, Manchester City, if they will let Bernardo Silva leave, they are going to, would be expecting something around 90 to 100 million euros. And are Barcelona willing to pay this? So there are lots of decisions Barcelona would have to take with regard to Bernardo Silva and Joao Cancelo. But for Barcelona, these two players love to play for them. But the problem is Barcelona's finances. Next one. Wojciech Szczesny is the goalkeeper of Juventus. There are news that Bayern Munich are interested in him because Bayern Munich want to sell Jan Sommer. And even with regard to that particular day, there are a lot of troubles in it because Inter Milan were negotiating with Bayern Munich. Up to now, the deal is not 100% done. I'll come back to the Wojciech Szczesny story, but let me take this opportunity to explain why Jan Sommer's deal with Inter Milan is still stalling. So, he has a release clause of 6 million. Inter Milan want to negotiate for a figure below the 66 million euros. And Bayern Munich are not allowing that at all. So it looks like the only way out for Inter Milan is for them to pay the 6 million euros, well, transfer fee But if they do, Bayern Munich will have to replace Jan Sommer. Hence, they are set for goalkeeper. They've tried several goalkeepers, including David Raya, including Bonu of Sevilla, including Wojciech Szczesny of Juventus. And this is what Wojciech Szczesny says. He says that he wants to stay at Juventus. And he knows very well that Juventus want to keep him. So he is not moving. So that is the news with regard to Wojciech Szczesny's move to Bayern Munich. Yerry Mina will have his medicals with Fiorentina today. And that is with regard to that particular deal. And West Ham United and Nottingham Forest will be hunting for Hugo Ekitike. So West Ham and Nottingham Forest are in for Hugo Ekitike. Franck Kessié of Barcelona has agreed to join Al Ahly of Saudi Arabia. Barcelona will get 15 million euros. He will take a salary of 18 million euros a year. So Franck Kessié takes 18 million euros a year from Al Ahly. He will sign a contract until 2026. So the deal is 90% done, subject to medicals. Next one is Paris Saint-Germain. I told you they were in negotiation with Benfica for Goncalo Ramos. They agreed on 65 million euros plus 15 million euros add-ons. Let me tell you the updates. I am told because of FFP, Financial Fair Play, this is the new proposal Paris Saint-Germain is giving Benfica. We will take Goncalo Ramos on a season loan. Then after next year, we will pay the agreed figure we did yesterday. Hence the 65 plus 15 million euros. So Paris Saint-Germain want to pay the 65 plus 15 million euros. Yes, but they want to pay it next year. So they would want to take the player on a year loan deal. Then after next year, they do the rest of the payment. Benfica will decide on this deal if they are okay with the new terms that is being presented by Paris Saint-Germain. Tottenham, officially, in fact, it is 95%. They've completed Alaio Velix of Rosario. In fact, Tottenham Hotspur will be paying 15 million euros plus add-ons. He has a 10% sell-on clause. And Tottenham Hotspur, I'm told, would let the boy leave for a season loan before he comes fully at Tottenham Hotspur. Di Maria Gray, I'm told his move to Fulham is still stalling. 3 days he has not trained with Everton. And he personally is trying to push the deal to join Fulham. Nottingham Forest has presented 25 million euros to Roma for their centre-back, Roger Ibanez. So, Nottingham Forest, 25 million euros for AS Roma's Roger Ibanez. Arsenal has also presented 20 million pounds plus 3 million pounds add-ons for David Raya. 20 plus 3 million pounds for David Raya. Brentford will take a decision on that. Axel Disasi's document between Chelsea and Monaco has been signed this morning. So Chelsea will soon unveil Axel Disasi.